Hi everyone, thanks a lot for coming to the Hustings for the election 2013. First of all, you're going to hear from the non-sabbatical candidates. They're going to come up, give their Hustings speeches, and you'll have about 15-20 minutes to ask them questions. After that, you'll have about 10 minutes break while we set up the room ready for the sabbatical candidates to do their speeches, and then we'll go straight to sabbatical question time from there, so you have a bigger chance to ask them some real in-depth questions. You'll have about an hour for that, so that'll be a really in-depth session with the sabbatical candidates. Can I please remind everyone to keep an air of, calm, no booing, no hissing, and there's temptations for that tonight. Don't, or I will kick you out. And I would like to ask the first candidates to come and speak, to come up please, and that is Academic Affairs Officer, and that is Chloe Wesley. So round of applause for Chloe.
Hi guys, my name's Chloe. I'm going for Academic Affairs Officer. This year Peter's been really, really great. He's turned up to all the committee meetings, he's been good with communicating with students and staff, and I'd like to keep that going. I'd also like to make the role a little bit more well-known, because when I first came I didn't really know that there was someone there to help me with dealing with submissions and stuff. It was a bit of a hurdle, I thought I had to do it myself, but I'd like to let all the freshers know that they can come to me, got troubles with how to submit an essay, how long do you have until you can't submit it anymore, what to do in that situation. I'm very involved in the college, so I like to serve the community. I'm a student ambassador. I've been in heads, I'm at open mic nights. I like to get to know people. I like to think I'm quite approachable because I'm Australian, as you've seen in the posters, and we're pretty cheerful and friendly. So, that sort of helps. It'd be nice to have lots of women representing the union, I think, to sort of balance it out a bit. So, yeah, I just like to work with the union, organising events, any questions? Can I do that now? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool. Vote responsibly. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Chloe. The next position was campaigns. Some of you may or may not already know that Kate Tingle decided to drop out of the campaigns race. I'm going to read the statement that she gave to Heythrop students on her behalf. So that's Heythrop students, appropriately enough. I've decided to withdraw my candidacy as campaigns officer from the HSU elections. As much as I've hugely enjoyed my time in the union this year, I think that had I got the role, I would have been able to spend the amount of time to do a good job, and therefore would have made a subpar addition to the HSU executive. The post of campaigns is a very important one, and I wish for it to be filled by a candidate of the utmost quality. I offer whoever decides to stand for it the best of luck. So there we go. Kate's here tonight to give a round of applause. So that means we move swiftly on to the events candidates. Next one is Millie Blankin.
Hi, I'm Millie. I'm a second-year philosophy student, and I'm dying of the flu, so bear with me if I have a coughing episode. What I want to do for events, I have so many ideas for Freshers Week already. A number of these are included in my manifesto, which are online, but to name a few, I want to work with publicity in order to make the Freshers Week a celebration of London through the Fresher booklets, and using the Fresher events to showcase what is on Heythrop's doorsteps. Build on the integration aspect of Freshers Week with the day and night events. I think that mainly that comes from them being affordable so people can attend. One idea was a showcase night of the second and third years, which would include comedy, poetry, music and acting in order to emerge all of Heythrop students, and that's suitable for people who drink and don't drink. Freshers will obviously be allowed to perform as well, because that will be put in the Freshers booklet. I fully support a Refreshers Week in January to ease everyone back into the new year. Another idea I had was for ticket raffles for all the events, where the winner will get a free entry to the event or ball, and the proceeds will go towards such things as free drinks on entries of the event, or money off for everyone at the next event, or photo booths, which I found were completely in our price range, which I think would be fun. Why I think I'm qualified, I was head girl of a school of 1,500 strong student body, so I've already brought the voice of the students to a governing body of the people that can really make a difference. I'll skip that because I do not have enough time, but I've befriended the HSU this year and worked with Caitlin. I'm not taking this on lightly at all. I know how much work it goes into. Okay. Okay, should I just give up? Because I'm going to miss Heythrop so much, and I really want to be given a chance to see my last year go out with a bang, and I'm just going to stop there. But yeah.
Next candidate is Alex Ewing. Alex, are you and Roger taking your time together or not?
Yeah.
Okay then, both of you. Okay, Alex Ewing and Roger Taylor. Starting now.
Me? Okay, fair. Hi guys. Enjoy the free bar in the back, by the way. I love drinking and you guys, help yourself. Well, I can't understand a college this size. It's why I'm looking at faces I've never seen before. There was a reason I came to a college where I'd only have to share multi-impulsing with 4 people at a time. I wanted a huge incestuous family, where throwing vodka at Gentiles for Purim would overlap with gay and lordy LGBT lipstick parties. It's my last year to make this happen. I want a dozen faces to light up when I walk into the room after feasting with you guys all day at a late summer garden party, eating a huge paella made by the Women's Institute, drinking a shit homebrew cider made by the Donkey Club. I'm running for this position because I want to have the greatest final year possible. It's going to take a team to achieve this. Part of my role in this team is to be a very enthusiastic, galvanising force. Get some great societies out of the basement and persuade them to show their style, love and expertise alongside others. I mean, I love what Dungeons & Dragons is doing right now, but if you really want to kill some fucker opposite you, I'll put paintball guns in your hand, put you on a bus, and put you against the cricket team. That's fine. You literally can't miss Graham. It's great. It's fine. We can get back, we can watch Saving Private Ryan, and we'll eat some pizza. I mean, this is the thing, we're trying to unify all these societies. I mean, I go around and meet ISOC and I meet JSOC and I meet, you know, Dungeons & Dragons and all that, and you're all just top lads, you're all great guys. I love speaking to you. I want you all to meet each other. Or you all start shooting each other, drinking with each other, eating with each other, just loving with each other. We can do that. It's so easy. Just get us, look, we're all this in this room. When was the last time you saw everybody in a room like this? This many people. It's actually pretty easy. You just open a free bar at the back and everyone just sort of turns up. Right. I'm going to leave you there, but an inkling of what we're into. See you guys.
I hope he sounded impassionate enough for you. I mean business. So, and while the events budget is lower this year, so we are going to have to do more with less. Don't watch that. I come from a DIY punk background. I'm used to throwing gigs in abandoned warehouses and crap. So spending money is not something I like doing. I like having fun. Tradition is something we're ambivalent about. I mean, we've gone to the same events for 2 years. Heythrop is very, you know, it's an old school place, so we want monthly symposiums for a goddamn start. We're a philosophy college. I don't know why we're not wearing togas half the time. The events like the London Stone Party, the Notting Hill pub crawl, the, what is it, where we go, the ball on the boats. We do it every year. We're thinking we'll change that. If anyone wants to, of course, that'll be subject to an anonymous referendum. We want ridiculous nights out. I think we're more than qualified for that. We're already in touch with the owner of the producer who did Baby Shambles' first EP, set for student night at his record studio. We get entries to exclusive clubs like Whiskey Mist and Embassy like that, so we want to set up nights there. I'm personally acquainted with all sorts from Rinse FM featured DJs, so we'll have them on events. Never again will you have to listen to The Lion King 3 times in the fucking night. Concerns have been raised that all we do is drink. I realise our reputation probably precedes us and that bar doesn't help. But I haven't actually touched a drop for 2 weeks, so... 30. Alright. The ridiculous numbers, fuck it, I'll just list events. Student versus food, roller disco, hire out the play zone in Chelsea overnight, hot tub cinema, get everyone at there, fucking chess boxing in the common room, why not? Philosophy. Laser tag, paintball, discount concerts, like Joe Draycott's really set that up. Gallery hopping, fashion catwalks, get all the guys in drag, I love that. Charity waxing, I want every hair on Abby's body.
That is time. Interesting place to finish. Last by no means least, Mr. James Layton. Would you like to come up please give a speech? Round of applause everyone.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, I'm James, and if you managed to find my poster, not the one watching me, then you'll see I'm running for events and hope you're interested in my speech. The areas I'm focusing on are Freshers Week, more varied events, and student interaction. This year we didn't see enough culture events. Events become regular enough at pubs and clubs, and I'd like to see this continued alongside comedy nights. But I want to add more trips and highlights of London. I want to start this at Freshers Week. There are dozens of places, a lot of them free. To have 5 events in the morning on top of the drinking we had this evening and this year is how I want to make Freshers Week better, improve events attendance overall. Culture events around museums, galleries, London Eye, along with the many festivals available to us, and something more I want to bring to the job. The other thing I want to bring to give a bit more diversity to events is more food-based stuff events, barbecues, lunches, takeaways, great things I want to bring everyone together with. With getting people involved in mind, I want to do 2 things to be more inclusive as well. I want to have a suggestion box outside the union office, something people can put anonymous notes in, someone can go, I like this, I didn't like this is how I want to do more stuff. And I want to put a paper calendar out with all the events on it, let you go, this is where what is, and that's it. I'm not great at speeches, but hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you very much, James. Next, we go to publicity. It's Heythrop. Let's have the stage there.
Hello. Basically, I'm running unopposed, but I want to still prove that I'm fabulous for the job. That was my first point, actually. My main thing is that this year the VP, Vice President, had to do a lot of publicity roles, which meant that he couldn't do as much as maybe what he wanted. I want to make sure that this year they can. I want to make sure that every student knows about every event. I think quite a lot this year people didn't know about them, so I want to use flyers more on top of what we had this year, because then people can take them away and then they'll remember what they saw. Make a really good freshers booklet, working well with events to make sure that everything's there for them. We want to make a gallery on the HSU website, which I might be able to do if I learn how to do websites. I have a lot of Photoshop experience, which makes me good, and I'm learning InDesign as we speak. And I'm really good at working in a team, so thanks.
Thank you, Cam. Next up, we have a candidate for student activities, Ian Perkins. Round of applause, everyone.
Alright, thanks guys. I was really impressed by what Ewing was saying about sort of getting the society sort of together, because I really want that to be a big focus. Because after Freshers Week, all the societies sort of disappeared, and I really liked what happened yesterday, where we all sort of came together as Heythrop, as a community. So I really want to be, if I was elected to be activities officer, one of my main focuses will be for me to try and encourage the societies to be proactive and actually interact with each other. Because I'm all for D&D and paintball against the cricket team. I don't know how much the rest of the D&D people would be up to that, but I certainly would be. I bought some tickets ages ago and I can't persuade anyone to go. One of my main roles is to publicise Freshers Week for the societies. But I think so much goes on in Freshers Week, it seems to be stopped sort of advertising societies after that. I really want to sort of make sure that societies are obvious to people and that they keep publicising. And I think events like what we had yesterday will encourage more people to join more societies. There's a thing in it, just in terms of bureaucracy, I want to make it a bit easier for societies to sort of be created and stuff. And make information easier to access for societies' heads. Oh yeah, so I wanted to finish just sort of thanking the Lohaki Foundation for the festival that they put on yesterday, and thank Peter O'Neill for being one of the managers of it. So I think that's it.
Next would have been the candidate for web development, but as Miles Smith quite eloquently put, no one was quite brave enough to follow in his footsteps. We instead go to the candidates for the female welfare position. First one being Mr. Elliot Hanley.
My name is Elliot Hanley, and I would like to begin this speech with a quote by Gloria Steinem, the great feminist philosopher, that if a man fights to be his whole self, to be creative, to express emotions men are not supposed to express, do jobs men are not supposed to do, take care of his own children, all these things are part of the feminist movement. Well, there are those who are disgusted at me for even thinking of running for this position, even as a joke. Those who make believe that I am making a joke. Oh, bollocks, that's gone wrong anyway. To those people, I say I am not letting myself be constrained by the heteronormative, patriarchal guidelines of who should not do what job. If a man is not permitted to run for female welfare, then why are they allowed to vote on the position anyway? They're not women, and as such they are ill-equipped to understand their problems. The fact that I am willing to put myself forward for this position and state that I intend to do my utmost to work towards a more inclusive and tolerant stance on female welfare, treating students as individuals, should be sufficient defence of my candidacy. I am not a woman, thankfully, and nor do I identify as how to be more acceptable if I did. Although nothing tangible about the situation would change, but that's another issue. My point is that in terms of seeking to support the women of Heythrop in whatever troubles or torments they might encounter, I am very much ready and willing to do what I can to empathise, aid and give help to them, to fight their corner insofar as I am able. I am standing here in my candidacy both making a point which I feel needs to be made and stating my willingness to do the job to my utmost if the students mandate it to be so. I am not here to make fun of the position nor what it stands to do. I am here rejecting existing archetypes, to reject the notion that women must keep their problems amongst themselves, to reject the balderdash position which seeks to keep feminine problems and welfare issues away from normalisation and from proper address. I seek not to trivialise female welfare and the problems therein, but to bring these problems to light and into normal society without ludicrous puritanical notions that a man cannot help a woman who seeks aid and without bias that welfare is somehow only a liberal issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Elliot. Next candidate is Norrie McIntyre.
I'm Norrie, and I firmly believe that all of Heythrop should be able to access all areas, and they can't. So let's change that. Access to me doesn't just mean being able to work around the system. It's about the system working around you. If you read my manifesto, most of what I'm suggesting is incredibly simple, but can and will make a huge difference to people at Heythrop. I'm skilled, experienced, sometimes unsubtly passionate, and I can see this done. So access. Let's start with the seemingly obvious. Heythrop is horribly inaccessible to those with disabilities. And it doesn't have to be that hard. And it doesn't have to be that hard to change. Let's insist that the college improve access for all students, whether they have mobility difficulties, sight, hearing, or mental health difficulties. Access is about empowerment. How many folk actually understand the HSU constitution, the roles and accountability of the officers that they elect? I will insist on transparency and clarity in the HSU and its workings, so that everyone can have their say about their union, and we can make decisions that benefit our community. Access is about including everybody. My opponent was criticised for his stance, but modesty is important to many in college, and there are many who don't drink, can't attend club nights, and would benefit from a more diverse range of events. I will make it my business to see that Freshers Week doesn't exclude, but encourages every student to see what they can get out of Heythrop. Access is about being informed. The Sexual and Mental Health Awareness Weeks this year were hugely successful, and let's build on that. I want to have a dedicated Awareness Week every half term, and see that we make the most of it. Welfare should be a top priority at Heythrop. Accessibility should be a top priority at Heythrop. So let's do that.
Thanks very much, Norrie. Last candidate in this round, male welfare, Chris Page. Yeah. Round of applause, everyone.
Hi everyone. So I'm running for male welfare, and in terms of my approach to the role, I'd consider my primary duty, if elected to be that of making myself available as a first port of call to anyone experiencing welfare issues. And in fact, I consider that to be the most important part of the role, because I can see the value of how you have a welfare issue, having someone very local, very familiar to turn to. So for that reason, if elected, I would consider the first thing for me to do to make myself available right from Freshers Week, to make it known to everyone that you know, through email, through mobile, even in person, that I'm the first person you can go to if you have an issue. That actually is one of the most fundamental aspects of the role. In terms of more active sort of aspects, kind of actively promoting welfare throughout the college. These are points that are outlined in the Constitution, in the job description. You know, I intend to actively promote welfare throughout the college by continuing to provide contact information about groups that deal with welfare issues. This year's Mental Health Awareness Week, for instance, I want to build on that. I want to see events like that. And another point in the job description is that of forming subcommittees with groups such as LGBT, such as the various faith societies, so that, you know, again, the point is that if you have an issue, the person you go to is as local and familiar to you as possible. So, in addition, is the improving the level of disabled access in the college. Nori mentioned this. I actually acted as the cameraman in her campaign film, you know, which highlighted the fact that, as she said, it is ludicrously difficult. You know, you can't actually get into the common room in a wheelchair. You have to, you know, you have to take the lift up into halls. You have to knock on the second floor to get to the Brinkman room.
That's time.
Okay. That's all.
That is the end of speeches for non-sabbatical candidates. We'll now move to a session of 15-20 minutes of questions for said candidates. So if you're all non-sabbatical candidates, please come back to the front, please.